Hi everyone, my name is Camellia and I write under the pen name of LG Camellia. And today I just want to talk about my challenges of actually writing and publishing my debut novel, The Spy Arena. This beauty here that was released on Monday this week. So some of the main challenges actually for me over the years, because I've been writing this book for the past 10 years and 4 months. I've started to write this book in April 2015. So the biggest challenges over the years have actually been working full-time while attending college at the same time in the evenings and raising having a family at the same time and raising my daughter at the time. Then I've always had a few breaks like in between writing over the years, but 5 years ago actually, two more children came along, Luke and Amber, and things got a little bit even more challenging because I was still working full time. So having the time actually for myself to just sit down and focus on my writing has been actually pretty much impossible. I never felt that I actually have the time that I need for myself. And I know to write the same book for 10 years, that sounds like a lot of time, but I rewrote basically my book most of the time. I rewrote it like so many times because I was never actually truly happy with how it felt. I always felt that actually there was something missing. There was a missing piece, a missing ingredient, if you want to call it that way, from my book. And the missing ingredient from my book was actually healing, and it was self-love and acceptance for myself, because I didn't have that in here, because I was abused when I was growing up. I've been through multiple instances of rape, and I became suicidal, and I knew something was missing from my book. I just could never actually pinpoint what it was until 3 years ago. When 3 years ago, I went through a sudden spiritual awakening, and when I started to rewrite my book again, without actually having the intention to, but I rewrote my novel based on my own life story. So the book was actually channeled to me completely this time. And yeah, so those were a few of the challenging I faced, such as lack of time, and then also not having the feeling that it was actually whole, complete. And I had an attempt at actually publishing my novel in 2019. And I'm so happy I didn't go through with the publishing actually. So back in 2019, my book was called 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃. And I had a total different cover, and at the time I wanted to publish under the name LA Clive. I just never felt I can actually publish the book under my real name because it's a very, very long name, and it didn't fit actually with a spy thriller. So that was my book, my cover from 2019, and this is cover that I have now in 2025. So I'm pretty sure, well, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think this one stands out more than this in terms of both the title and the colors, the contrast. I think this is much more striking, and this is a success for me, in my opinion. I love the colors, and I've always wanted actually the spy girl from my book cover to wear a red coat. And those guys from 𝗰𝗶𝗏, that from Ukraine, that actually designed my book cover, couldn't actually have nailed it more. I just love this book cover. So yeah, one of the challenges, another challenge that I faced last year was that I went through a complete burnout and I paralyzed. And yeah, so I was working full time, having two young children, three children in total, but one is a teenager and two of them are still very, very young. And I was still working and writing at night, and I didn't sleep much. I always slept like 4, 5, or 6 hours a night, and even those during those hours, actually, my kids were always waking me up. So that was not so fun, actually, to become paralyzed, but it was just another challenge that actually life threw my way, and I had to be strong in here and up here. I had to be strong in order to recover from this as well. And yeah, it seems like I still didn't learn my lesson. Even though I went through a paralysis last year, I didn't learn my lesson that I have to look after myself. I have to prioritize myself as well. And during the last few weeks, I pushed myself to the limits again, and I didn't sleep much again because I really wanted to meet my deadlines and publish this baby on time for 1st September, for Monday this week. So I stayed up again during the night quite a lot to make sure I have everything organized and planned, so this baby here, this beauty, could actually be released on Monday. And I achieved my goals. I've met my deadlines, but at a cost again, because today I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue, which it came as a little bit of a shock, and at the same time not really, because I know that I knew how I was feeling, how I am feeling, that I lack energy, etc. I'm going through a lot of symptoms, and long story short, yeah, I just don't feel great, and I will definitely process this. I will definitely this time, I hope to do a better job, actually, of looking after myself, uh, because I just can't actually keep going like this and not really prioritize myself as well. So yeah, those are the challenges I faced. Paralysis last year, and now chronic fatigue. Those are some of the challenges that I faced actually during the process of writing and releasing my debut novel. Definitely they're not all the challenges I faced throughout my lifetime, because you might be surprised at what you find inside the book when you buy it and when you read it, because surprise! It's actually inspired by my life story. As I said here on the cover, the Spirina, it's inspired by the author's real life. So it's a true story, actually. I've turned some of the most painful life experience that I've been through, I've turned them into an action-packed spy thriller with a lot of twists, and some of them are psychological twists and suspense, and I can't give any more spoilers, I'm afraid, so you'll have to pick it up and find out for yourself. And yeah, this evening, as I let the information sink in and my diagnosis from today that I have chronic fatigue, I had to ask myself, was it all worth it? And hell, it was. Excuse my language now, please, but yes, it was. Because I had a story to tell the world, and I couldn't have done it without actually putting my real life story down on paper. I couldn't have done it. I just couldn't find another more beautiful way actually to tell my life story to somebody else than through art, through fiction, because I have transformed pain into art, into this beauty over here. So yes, it was all worth it, because as I received my diagnosis today, I also received some good news. And the news I received today, I wish this to all of the indie authors out there, all of the self-published authors like myself. 4 days after my release, I was contacted by a bookshop, a new bookshop in in here in Ireland, in my home country, and they've asked me if I want to have my book stocked in their shop. So I said yes, of course. Of course I said yes. So I can't say the name of the shop due to logistics, and we didn't sign the contract yet, so we have to do the paperwork, etc. But of course I said yes with a big smile on my face, even though I feel crap, excuse my language, but I'm genuinely so exhausted. But I will look after myself now, because the book is published. So look, I've achieved that. Now I need to really take a deep breath, ground myself, and do better. So yeah, I have the first offer, the first bookshop that will actually not just have my book online, but also physical copies. They will stock physical copies as well. So yes, it was all worth it. That's what I had to say. It was a success in the end, even if I have my book, even in one shop, even in one single shop, if I have it, I know I've achieved my wildest dreams, my really wildest dreams, to see my book out there. And I can't wait to actually go there one day and visit this shop. And yes, so that's what I had to share with you today. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.